Let's collectively make a New Year's resolution where we stop dwelling on things that no longer serve us. Why are you still letting things that happened in the past have an effect on your emotions now? You're not going to become the person you want to become if you keep dwelling on things that you wish went a different way. You need to learn how to take rejection before it controls you. If you have a hard time hearing the word no or getting rejected in life, then you need to watch this video because I'm going to help you understand it and I'm going to help you come to terms with the fact that rejection is redirection. Take a breakup, for example. If you were in a really toxic relationship, but you guys ended and you were really heartbroken and you wished it went another way, but you healed and you did the work and you came out even better than before. You're happy that the breakup happened and you understand why it happened. But breakups are a form of rejection. And if you look at it that way with the breakup example, you'll understand that that breakup was a redirection for you in a positive way. You didn't grow into the person you are now if it wasn't for that terrible breakup. Yes, it was terrible, but you learned stuff about you that you wouldn't have known if you stayed in that toxic relationship. That does take time to understand, and you do have to be healed and away from the situation in order to realize that. But I promise once you realize that, it's really reassuring and you get a lot of clarity. The rejection was the closure. The breakup was the closure. You don't need to meet back with that past experience that rejected you in order to hear it out again. All it's going to say is why it rejected you, and it's going to reject you again. So just save the energy and put the energy into yourself instead of the past experience because it's in the past. It's gone. It's done. It doesn't exist anymore. It only exists in your brain. Anything that rejected you was not supposed to be in your life. And that might be hard to hear, but it's the truth. Now, you're going to go through this process where you do what you need to do to get better and to heal. But the thing that hurt you might come back around. You always hear the saying, they always come back, they always come back. And honestly, that's pretty true. But that's not a good thing. You don't want it to come back. It's not the same as it was the first time. If it didn't want you in the first place and didn't commit to you fully in the first place, it's not going to change. And unfortunately, if you do hear it out and you do give it another chance, it's going to be on your terms that it ends bad. What I mean by it ending bad on your terms basically is that you're going to go through the process again and you're going to realize that you want different now. And during that time, your standards may have changed, the things you want may change. So why would you let something back into your life that would make your progress go backwards? You deserve better and you deserve to put all that energy into yourself. There's that saying, want what you can have. You can have anything that you want. Getting it is not the problem. The main thing to look for is if it's actually meant for you. That could be on your terms. You cannot want it yourself. If it's not in your life, it's not meant for you. But I always see people say, oh, well, I want it because it's hard or it's hard to get. It would not be hard to get if it was supposed to be in your life. Done. All the opportunities and everything that's meant for you will fall into your lap and it will come to you. You just have to give it time. I'm not saying sit back in your bed and let everything happen. You have to obviously put yourself out there and do the work. But I'm saying when you're out there being yourself, all the opportunities will come to you. Circling back to a breakup example, say you go through a really terrible breakup and all of a sudden you try to rekindle, but it just doesn't feel the same and it feels very one sided, that would be considered forcing it. Nothing forced is supposed to be in your life. Why would you want something like that for yourself? You just need to know what you want, and if you don't know what you want yet, that just means you still have a little more work to do. That's not a bad thing, it's actually a good thing because you're watching this video and I'm here to help you. Something that I really live by is the burnt toast theory. In terms of the actual theory, it goes into detail about how your toast gets burnt in the morning on your way to work. And to some, that might look like an inconvenience, but the way you have to view it is that was the universe and whatever you believe in looking out for you. Burning that toast could have meant that you missed a train or you missed your flight. But on that train or that flight, maybe something bad was going to happen. Or you're late to work because you burnt that toast. But if you were just 5 minutes earlier, you could have witnessed a car crash or even been in one. That's the whole burnt toast theory, and I honestly really do believe in it. It's a really reassuring way to live, and it also makes you view things at a really good positive standpoint. So from now on, when something bad happens to you, instead of thinking, why did this happen to me, think that it happened for a reason and that you were being looked out for. When you're rejected, whether that's by a job interview or a relationship or a friendship, you go up to someone in a bar and you think they're cute, so you say something, but they politely decline. And you take everything extremely personal. I understand why you may think like that. I thought like that too at one point. But you need to learn how to be so secure in yourself that any form of rejection is beneficial to your growth. For example, I consider myself a very outgoing person. I'll approach you and I'll just say what I feel, and I've always been like that. Most of the time, I do get positive things from it, but I've been told that I'm not someone's type. I've been ignored. I've been ghosted. Like, I literally made plans with someone, and then they just stopped talking to me that night. And like, we were talking before that, and then the night that we actually were going to hang out, I got ghosted. And I just find it funny. You just have to be so confident and so secure within yourself that any form of rejection, you just feel like it's them and it's not you. That really is all it is. You can't control what people do. You can't control how people react to you. The whole point is, how will you take it? Are you going to sit there and be super upset and dwell on it? You shouldn't, because what's that going to do? Dwelling is such a big form of self-sabotage, in my opinion, especially dwelling on things negative. Your brain creates the past. It doesn't exist anymore. The only time that the past exists is when you think about it. Like I said, I've been rejected, but they all made me realize what I actually want and my standards. It made me realize the type of person I look for, the type of person I am, and just overall what I'm looking for in a partner and also in myself. You're gonna have those moments where they do come back, and you might feel a little bit of weakness. You have to remember your progress and how far you came, and you have to tell yourself that if you let back in something that rejected you in the first place, your progress will start going backwards. You're letting something in that once hurt you, and you think it won't hurt you again? It's 2024. It's almost 2025. Let's go, let's stand up. I made a whole video on standing up. Let's do it. Come on. Stand up. I'm slowly building my channel up. I'm slowly finding what I want to talk about. This was a topic that was in the vault for a long time. I also have so much on breakups and breakup advice. I've been through a lot in that field, and I feel like I have so much to talk about and so much advice to give. And that's why I started this channel. I feel like all of this advice was just stuck in my brain, and I just wanted to help people. I've been hearing a lot of good feedback on my videos, and I'm super glad that everyone's been liking it so far. But feel free to reach out and let me know what you want to hear. As always, remember your worth. Let go of what no longer serves you. And if you made it this far, thank you so much. I hope you learned something, and I'll see you soon. Bye.